Hey, bro. Good to be back. So, today I just wanted to talk about my experience in calisthenics and how it really impacted and changed my life, right? So, beginning with a story. In seventh grade, I took a push up test in PE class, like everyone does. And this test, I was expecting to get between 20 to 30. Like, I didn't really have an idea of how many I could do, but that was my guess, right? And I ended up achieving 13 push-ups. And this was super disappointing to me because I thought I could do more, right? Like, I wasn't particularly active, but I did some sports, so I thought I would be able to do at least 20. And so I went home pretty disappointed, and I did some research about how to do push-ups and the correct form for them. I didn't know how many I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to start doing push-ups every day. So I started. I did about 15 a day for the first month or so, and then upped it to 30. And then slowly I went more and more. And I think at the max I reached like 60 a day. And by then it was like 2 years had gone by. I'd been doing them every day, and I was getting bored, right? Because after a while, it just gets repetitive. And so I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to do push-ups anymore. So one day during COVID, after many hours of scrolling, I came upon a video that was just a guy doing a full planche. And it was amazing, right? The guy's legs were off the ground. I didn't know how he was doing it, but I wanted to learn it as well because I would gain girls' attraction and the guys' respect. And that's kind of all I wanted in 8th grade. Yeah. And so that's what I started training. And because of the push-ups, I actually had a good base of strength that I could use to learn the planche and to start it. So the first benefit I really noticed was the mindset shift. Because I was in 7th grade when I first started, I was used to getting results pretty quickly, right? Like, I was not very patient with hard work, and I didn't appreciate it as much as I do now, obviously. So the first change I saw was that I started appreciating hard work a lot more. I saw how the more work you put in, the more satisfying the results become because you know how much blood and sweat and tears you put into it. So the best thing that happened to me because of that wasn't actually calisthenics. It was that I started putting more work into school because of the change of mindset from calisthenics. And I actually managed to go up a full grade ladder in my Algebra 1 class, which was difficult for me because it's like 2 levels above the normal math. So I was kind of struggling. But not anymore because of calisthenics. So that was actually the best thing that happened to me in 7th grade. Like, yeah. And that mindset shift really changed my life, right? I started to stop wishing for the easy gratification dopamine stuff. Like, I learned about how bad it was. And yeah, that really started self-improvement for me. So the second change I noticed was obviously strength. With training, you're gonna gain strength. And the strength and the muscle really helped boost my confidence, but I'll get into that later. The strength thing, it was amazing to me because I'd never seen what my body could really do. I wasn't in the gym yet, I wasn't running yet, and so I was kind of weak. Like, I was pretty skinny up until, I think, 9th grade. And the strength thing really changed my life too because I was learning planche, so my shoulders were getting super, super strong. strong for at the time. And I was also starting to do pull-ups, so my back was getting stronger. I just noticed all these changes, and because strength takes the fastest to get better in, it was coming decently quickly, like through months and not through years. And it really motivated me to keep going. And so the third thing was obviously muscle, because I was training planche and handstands and some other skills. My shoulders, my triceps, and my back got a lot bigger. And I really appreciated that because, one, it gave me confidence, and two, I didn't want to go to the gym yet, and so that was really the only way I would get bigger. And it was super, super satisfying seeing the hard work and the results, I guess, come to fruition. And yeah, it was really amazing to see. It was kind of a boost to my ego, but we dialed it down eventually. So yeah, the fourth thing I wanted to mention was just the social aspect, right? Which kind of came out of nowhere, right? Imagine like an exponential graph. That was that. So I didn't think about the social aspect when starting calisthenics. It was just an unintended side effect. So randomly, after like a year and a half of training, some random people came up to me and like asked me how I was doing that and like how I started, what my story was. And it was super interesting because as more and more people did that, I got better and better at interacting and talking with new people. Like I used to be very shy. I used to look down when talking to someone. But that kind of changed because of calisthenics, because I'm not bragging here, but I'm just using it to explain the story. So many people came up to me, and therefore I got a lot of practice talking to guys, talking to girls. And that's one of the most effective things that really changed my life. And yeah. So that's really it. I just wanted to talk about my experiences and how it can change your life if you start this journey of calisthenics. It's, I think, one of the most important things I've done in my life, and I really hope you find a journey like this too that really changes your life, that really boosts you higher up in yeah. See ya, man.